I want to go ahead and say that this video will apply to all Raptor 660s. Mine is a 2001 and it worked from the 2001 to 2005. But I just wanted to go ahead and state that out because all of them are exactly the same. But I wanted to go ahead and make a video series on mine because my jug actually cracked. So I'm going to have to tear mine down and hope that the bottom end is not broke. But during this video series, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask them below. And I'll even maybe make a video on it if it's something very serious that you guys need to know. But for my four-wheeler, I was test riding it one night, and I was adjusting the carburetors because it wasn't running right. It was popping and cracking really bad, and I didn't know what else to do other than to tune the carbs. I went ahead and replaced my spark plug with it, and it started running a little bit better, but it started running too rich. So I backed off that needle jet just a little bit. Once I did that, I went to go take it for a test ride and went to go put it in gear and I revved it just a little bit and my jug cracked in the corner of it. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this down, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the proper way of tearing this down because I know that there's no video really out there that shows exactly how to do this, and there's a lot of small steps to this engine because it's a little complex and I know it's a pain. But remember, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment them down below, and please subscribe. And there's that crack. I did notice that right here in the front, about right here in the middle, it was seeping out just a small amount of oil right before I went for a test ride. But I was like, oh, okay, maybe that sealer that had been in place before, because I have actually rebuilt this top end before. But it was honestly just to replace that gasket down there, because when I first got this four-wheeler, it was leaking there already. So I've already had this jug off of here and the head off of there, all that. I've already rebuilt this before. But I kept the jug, kept the piston, heads, everything, did no work to it. Literally all I did was replace that gasket, obviously brand new head gasket. That's all I did. But I really don't know why it was seeping there so bad, but I'm assuming what happened was the head or the jug started lifting up a little bit. As you can see, that there's a small crack right there. And I'm assuming what happened was there was so much pressure on this bolt, and instead of this bolt somehow lifting up, all the pressure happened on the jug, causing it to try to stretch or expand something right there, causing the crack in that corner. But when it did crack, it started spewing oil everywhere, all over the floor. And with it, I noticed that it cracked somehow my engine mount. So that right there, completely cracked. It did have a minor crack in it that I was going to replace sometime soon, but it somehow finished it off. I really don't know how that happened, but I am going to replace that before I take it for a test ride once this is done. But yeah, that's just how it happened. So I'm going to go through all the procedures on tearing this engine down, and I'm going to do it in several different videos just in case if someone doesn't need to watch the entire teardown, they just want to get to one part. This is going to be a small video series of the specifics of it. So again, ask any questions that you may or may not have, and I will try to get to them the best I can.